Welcome back, you absolute legends. Jake again here, doing another Surviving with BP.
And I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
Sorry. I'm still Dan.
So today we will be doing XINGYI camping, 142 piece sets. This one with taxes and delivery, $26.19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's substantially more than a lot of the ones that we've looked at.
Yeah, this one's almost as much as maybe the last three we did put together. It's also a soft pack.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You don't like that?
Is it a medical? Is it a first aid kit?
I don't know, because a lot of this is the blind open stuff. So it looks like it's got a medical patch and Whites Only America patch? What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like it, though. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel like I need to paint these in. I'm going to do it like a rainbow.
There you go.
America is inclusive. I like this. It comes with stuff, a way to carry it, which is already more than you can say about a lot of things. A way to actually attach it to your belt.
Or strap it to your,
put
like
it through your
torso.
arm. Yeah, use some. I mean, it's got a lot of hookups, which is cool. It's probably got a way to actually, you could thread your molly through here or what have you, and clip everything together. I got a ton of stuff that would fit. I like these. I might have to take these. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Jump right in.
You got to keep them moving. So it looks like a funny flashlight. Pretty standard stuff. I don't think you could really make a survival kit without a flashlight. Looks like some paracord. Just on its own, which I like. This is a new one. Looks like we have some sort of survival shovel here.
Oh, is it a murder shovel?
Looks like it might be a little small for a murder shovel. But I don't know. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Threading feels a little off. There we go.
Is it hollow in there?
It is hollow.
So you could put something. You could put stuff inside of it.
Yeah, it looks like a pick shovel combo.
Okay.
It has a little locking nut here, so you get it where you want it. Lock it up. That's kind of cool. I like the little shovel. I'm not gonna lie. Bottle opener. Classic.
Shovel.
It's, I mean,
Almost 20-inch.
130 by 210. So that's what, going to be about 4.5 feet.
4.2 by 6'10".
Destroy after use. What? Reduces shock. Oh, they must be like trauma shock, not electrical shock. All right, so there's a lot of different compartments in here. I'm finding things left and right. It might not be the safest kit in the world, but it looks like it comes with a handful of safety pins.
Each one of those I'm counting as a part.
Yeah, and that's probably exactly why you're getting 142.
Glow sticks.
All right.
In case you want to go to where that rave when you're out in the middle of the woods.
Right. Survival bracelet. Classic. Gauze. Probably my favorite. This is also good for fire. I feel like I've seen one of these before. Feels like those plastic handled, one of the big ones. Yeah. Not impressed. Okay, this is new. We just got some loose Blackbeard in here.
Do they feel like they're coated?
Yeah, they'd also...
Kerosene soap?
Yep, that's it. It smells like it's got some fluid or something on it. Okay.
Smells like kerosene.
Some little, we're going to assume this is more bandage. Like you tie off for...
Make a tourniquet?
Yeah, something like to that effect. Battle sport. I feel like everybody's going to get a battle spork and a battle bracelet. Yeah, they're probably the best. Another one of these. See, I feel like this one, though, you could really clip this to your belt. You run through the loop on top. And
I
then-
would rather have it strapped to my shoulder, like across my torso.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with you there, but there's some room for disagreement on this. Another one of the fire starters. It's pretty standard fare. Ruler, roughen up edge, bottle opener. I like how many bottle openers the survival kit comes with.
Yeah, you never know.
It's true. You do never know. It looks like one of the little ones. I wasn't too wowed by these. They are thick. Don't let me talk too much trash about it, because I feel like out of all the stuff in here, the spork and this thing would probably hold up the best, because they feel like they're the thickest. It'll be nice to, since we will have so many of these. I might take a hammer to one just to show you on film.
Ooh, the knife
Or
too.
recording. Yeah, exactly. Give it a couple hits. Maybe put on some leather gloves and mash it up some. You know, see if I can try to break
I don't
it.
think that's a bad idea.
All right, this looks like some sort of multi-tool.
Tactical.
Yeah, hammer,
Hatchet?
axe. I have a feeling when we open it up, it's going to be dumb as shit. So it looks like one of those 20-in-1, screwdriver, multi-tool, like Swiss Army knife. But they just went ridiculous with it. We'll play with it a little bit more. Another dual whistle. I don't know if I'm wild about the color, but handsaw.
There again, you want stuff that'll attract.
Yeah,
attention.
you're probably right, but aesthetics count. I count aesthetics. A pair of scissors, which I feel is probably going to be more useful than that dumb knife.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is. Oh, I know what this is.
Telescoping something.
It's a fire strop. So what you do is you pull this out, and then when you're blowing a fire, you can put this in the fire and blow
I
without
don't think
having.
I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I'll show you when we get a little deeper into it. Plastic tweezers, I'm going to say, are useless.
I'm gonna say that that's.
I can feel it. You're not getting shit with this. That ain't going to do nothing. I could literally break it right now. Okay, smaller fishing kit, but at least it's a fishing kit. Hooks, weights, floaters, shrimp, everything you need. Yeah, here you go. 50 Q-tips. This is exactly, what's this? The dozen alcohol pads, which I wonder, 75%, so that means it's flammable.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of this stuff is kind of a dual purpose. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like the alcohol pads. I think that's a good call. Band-aids, I think, are kind of useless. The
Well,
gauze is nice.
Yeah, it depends on the size, what kind of Band-Aids. So it looks like you got some medical tape. It's all packaged up. We'll open some just to make sure it smells good and stuff. So it looks like a package for a single carabiner. It's a weird one. I've never seen this little grip thing on it before. It looks like just an extra bit.
It's a nut that tightens over it so it can't move.
Oh, I see. So you can close it, lock
Yeah.
it into place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing feels flimsy. This is what I was talking
It
about.
looks super thin.
Yeah.
It looks like I could just bend that with 2 fingers.
You could. You easily could. So it looks like, yeah, look at this. You get 100 Band-Aids with this thing. So regular Band-Aids, like you said, this ain't going to do much for you, especially in a survival situation. What are you going to be doing? You got some bigger fingertip
I got a
butterfly.
Nowie!
Yeah, exactly. After you bandage yourself up with 50 Band-Aids.
That's why I'd rather have the gauze,
Well-
honestly, or the medical, like the medical tape.
That feels like it would be good for actual wounds and things. Well, there's more safety pins. This thing's
Those are
lousy
safe.
with them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are bent. One of them was open. If I wasn't so careful, I'd probably already have hurt myself on them. All right, as per example, here's just one I found on the table.
I don't know. I feel like safety pins are not a good thing to have.
Yeah, and they feel really flimsy too, because I was just thinking maybe you would use it as like a fishing hook or, some sort of dual purpose thing, but they feel so flimsy I don't feel like you can really do much with it.
Well,
All right,
realistically, if I had it, you could make a needle out of the safety pins.
Okay.
And with this, if you had a cut that was bad enough, you could sew yourself up.
There's no way, because the needle needs to pass all the way through. So once you get to the loop, You know what I'm saying? A needle needs to go all the way through.
Yeah, and you could take it, cut it or bend it or break it, and use this to smash it. And
All right, well, let's get a little deeper into it. I think that'll help a lot once we start playing with these things. All right, let's take a little bit closer of a look at this set. Patches. I don't know what the deal is with this thing. It feels like it goes all the way through. It's got a lot of pockets and stuff inside, which is kind of cool. Some Velcro stuff. Things. So, I mean, I might try to restuck it just to see how it goes. Try to put everything in it, but, you know, like that. I do like, again, just how much there is to tie off and attach to, and things you can do. Maybe a little shoulder strap. I mean, this is a pretty solid bag. I like the bag, even if I didn't have it for this kit. I mean, this is the kind of thing I might just keep myself.
that would be what you would want to build your
Yeah, that's what I would use.
kit.
So I do like the shovel. It's bigger than you'd think.
Yeah.
25 inches, maybe 26 inches. Wait a minute, I don't got that right. And by that I mean 16, 17 inches. I could probably screw it in a little bit more too. So we'll just call it 16. It's a pick or a shovel. By loosening this up, you can just flip it open, tighten it back up, and it'll be a pick, or this way, the shovel. It's not very heavy.
See on the back of it, the magnifying, not magnifying glass compass.
The compass. So we'll see how that goes. It doesn't look like it's working.
It's got to be perfectly flat.
All right, we'll try it. All right, that actually did work a lot better. It still looks like it's a little off, but the effort's there. I definitely like the reach. I would carry this around and swing it at shit. I'd probably break it before it became useful, but this seems like the kind of thing I'd like to test out for real. I don't know about the case for it. It feels pretty flimsy. It definitely, it's a weird shape. I guess that's probably just because they can't make it perfectly straight. So this was something I was curious to get a look at, just to see what it had. It looks like some wire cutters, some sort of wrench, like channel locks or something, whatever the equivalent of just a regular wrench, a hammer, which is probably stupid. It looks like a little axe.
Oh, that thing is cute.
It's actually really sharp. Surprisingly sharp, I would say.
It'd be good for bone.
I don't know what you would do with it, to be honest
twigs.
with you. I mean, this is where you're really getting into the meat of it, because you're going to have a little screwdriver, saw, all your standard bottle opener, and what have yous.
Is that another saw?
A different kind of saw.
Okay.
It's heavier. You know, a lot of this is metal, so I guess it's pretty heavy. It's weird. I don't know how I'd feel about using it. It locks together on the bottom.
Yeah. All right.
And it locks closed. It's not too bad.
I don't know. I think that for your kit
Yeah.
to take camping, that would be good because then you don't need to bring a hammer.
Well,
You can hammer in spikes.
you're not hammering in much with that.
No,
So this
but you're hammering it.
cheapo, this one, look, it doesn't even lock.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
See, that's super dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so poorly made that it doesn't even line up inside.
That's like break the thing in half and then make a spear out of it.
Oh, there you go. You'd probably try to make a spear like this, and then you throw it, and the blade would collapse. Yeah. So this is more than useless. I'm telling you, somebody's going to hurt themselves on these. I might not even take them. Trying them out would probably be fun, but trying to break it to see who can break it the funniest. But I'm afraid we're going to hurt ourselves.
End up in the ER again.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is make that run
Again.
from BP Ranch to town. Again, especially since they don't even have a proper hospital. You got to go up to Williams for that.
Well, the vet was nice.
Well, I mean, realistically, that's probably about as good as you're going to get. So here's where the bulk of this 142-piece kit or whatever is. I mean, I like the alcohol pads. I feel like you could start a fire with those.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with the gauze. Tourniquet is cool. Safety pins are more than a waste. I like Q-tips, clean ears and such. More stuff to just burn. 80 pieces. You know, that doesn't even look like no 80 pieces. But if 80 pieces of your 142 piece kit is just Q-tips, you ain't doing something right. I'm just going to say it.
And then a bunch of it is the Band-Aids. Which also, I don't know how I feel about the Band-Aids. I mean, I guess it would be good to keep wounds clean.
How long are you going to be surviving? I wanted to open.
Hopefully not more than a day.
I wanted to open one of these up.
See if they're the cloth or the plastic.
And to see how they smell, to see how they hold up. I feel like there should be.
Have you ever opened a Band-Aid?
Yeah, but there's no end. Usually there's. Oh, there we go. There's like a. Hey, give me a break. So these are the plastic ones. They feel really flimsy.
I don't know.
They smell fine, which is good. They're sticky, which is okay. I'm going to count that. I mean, after you spend all day, or you probably cut yourself with that stupid knife, you know, it'd probably be nice to have a little finger Band-Aid to put all that together. But again, a bulk of this kit are these Band-Aids and safety pins and what have yous, which I feel like is kind of a waste. That's why I wanted to steer more away from the first aid kits.
Yeah.
I do like these battle sporks. I'm not gonna lie.
I like those more than the tactical spork.
I feel like you're really gonna fuck somebody up with this. That spoon, it gives you a surprisingly good
Handle?
grip, yeah. Because without any sort of finger guard, you try to stab something, you're really gonna hurt yourself. But with this digging into your palm, that ain't going nowhere. I feel like you really messed somebody up with that.
I still would rather have that knife than the one that came with it.
Yeah, this is way better. Well, the whistle doesn't work. But
Are you using it right?
well, what am I supposed to blow into it?
That side or the other side? I don't know how whistles work.
Right, man? Whistles, how do they work? It's like magic. All right.
Or magic.
I'd still take it.
I would too.
So here's what I was talking about with that fire straw. So this is literally so you don't have to stick your face in a fire. You just pull it out and you put the big end in your mouth, we're going to say. Because, I mean, it's better to be 19, 20 inches away from the flames than have your face in it.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'll agree with that statement.
And that's why it collapses the way it does, as you can see. That's an interesting one. Emergency blanket.
And that is the 4'2" by
The 4.3.
yeah.
You got your fire starter here, which is pretty standard, it seems. Pretty standard kit. It's weird how they're tied together too. So I'm going to make the assumption that these are for the string itself is going to be for starting the fire. That's why there's so much extra. In case you need to measure. Right?
The fire.
Well, you want to know how far you need to be away. I think those are going to be fun to try.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how easy it would be to get it going.
Finger saw, everybody's favorite. Some sort of fishing kit. I wonder how many of these are going to be, part of that 142 piece bit.
I still really feel like the fishing thing is important.
I feel like you should count this as one. I feel like you should count this as one. You know what I mean? Here's your first aid kit part. That's one. Here's your stupid fishing kit. That's one.
Every bit of that, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You have 80 pieces, and there's no way this is 80 pieces. I don't want to go through it and count them, but I mean, I feel like you can just look and see that that's not 80. Are they counting both sides? You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Both sides and the piece of wood.
Yeah, I feel like you would have to. Your lock nut carabiner.
Which I don't know. I like the locking nut on it, but I feel like it's too thin.
Yeah, it's not very tough. I feel like you're not getting much out of it.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't use that tied to my belt. You're definitely not hanging from it. Not like those other ones we were looking at. Here's your dual whistle. At least this one works.
Oh, your rape whistle works.
I like it. Keeps the bears away.
Oh, you're going to have to edit that out. Can't say the R word.
Well, then quit saying it. You bring it up like every day. This bit of plastic that we just found at the bottom, which again, I'm going to make the assumption that they count.
Was one.
As one. There's your one. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if they counted the bags. Because, I mean, it puts a lot of garbage out. You could probably, use all that garbage to make a fire. You need kindling and stuff. And that stuff probably burns relatively well. Some more Blackbeard. Oh, it's greasy. I like this.
More paracord, huh?
More paracord. I like paracord. I feel like various kinds of paracord. And I bet making a fire too. Use the paracord to make a bow or what have you. I've seen it done. I've never done it.
But you would need that if you had a fire starter.
You don't know that.
Literally all you would need.
Are you going to use it? All right. Everybody's getting one of these for sure. Even if it doesn't fit anybody's wrist.
I'm sure it'll fit most people's wrists.
There's no way. It looks long, right?
I'm going to put it on.
Okay.
Right the fuck now.
Well, hold on. Let me make sure the whistle works. I don't want to put it on after you touch it. All right, whistle solid. Compass, also solid. These, more than useless. I'm going to attach this to your stupid first aid kit. Like I said, this is so weak. These are like child ones. I'm going to give it to, the boy.
It doesn't fit.
And it seems like there should be some give to it, right? Like you should be able to pull it out an inch or two. Yeah, it does not fit.
Then you must have quit.
Glow sticks are cool. I can't wait to pop these bad boys. Dude, they don't look right though. I'm curious to see how they work.
No. I don't know.
What's that middle one? Is that a little flint? Is this a little flint? Look at this. You see that right in the middle?
No. Is that what that's for?
That's for this. You muss it up with the little thing to start a fire. I think it just sparked right there.
Let me see. I think you're right.
Okay. All of a sudden, newfound respect for these. You can't use them as a bracelet, but you could thread it through your belt and use it to attach the what have you to it.
Okay. Newfound respect for it.
Right? I'm going to have to go back and check some of the other ones to see if that's the case with all of them. This seems like a pretty nice one, too. This seems like a pretty common one. I feel like some of the other ones were lacking. So realistically, by the time you pull out all the filler, you don't have a whole lot left. So, I mean, here's basically what it boils down to. We'll call this as one. That's the first aid kit parts. And then here's everything else, minus manufactured extra bit.
I feel like it's probably part of that knife.
Right?
It's already breaking.
This knife is so bad. I feel like every one we touch just gets worse and worse. Like I said, you can see the locking mechanism inside doesn't touch the blade. It's machined so poorly that they don't lock. So even though it's wide open, I mean, right? That's where it should lock. It should be locked right here. But it's not. I can literally just...
Yeah, it's crappy.
Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself with something like this. I'm going to close it just to make sure. And then you got your little... And this one isn't even very sharp. I've seen pens that have sharper...
Well, there's no pen.
There's no pen. No battle pen in this one.
Well, if you were making the perfect kit,
I would definitely have that pen.
that bag would be the good start.
That is. So, I mean, eventually we'll probably do something like that. Where we'll put together the kit.
Cobble everything together and make
Make
awesome
one
kit.
good one.
Yeah.
I know you're into it. I don't know if I'm into it. It's got a funny little axe on it.
Maybe.
And then you pop this open and it's like a Swiss Army knife with a little wrench and such on it. But I think it's more gimmick. I'm always saying don't get caught up in the gimmick. And this feels just like a gimmick. Give me this, but without the axe and the hammer. I feel like it would be a lot better. If this was a pair of pliers instead of an axe and a hammer, I feel like this would be
I feel like the
infinitely more useful.
I feel like the axe is not important.
You don't,
like the hammer would
you don't
be
have
good.
any reach on it. What are you going to hammer? I just don't know if it's there. That actually did feel pretty solid, though. This weighs more than you would think.
I know. I thought it was. I thought it had some heft to it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's an odd one, but I feel like it's so gimmicky. The shovel's cool. I feel like that's another little gimmick too, because I feel like that hammer, this weighs more than the shovel.
You see that murder shovel?
So I don't think you're really going to kill somebody with that. I mean, you could probably tighten it up. I don't even have it as tight as you can get with the hands, but all right. So now that we've actually cut this kit down to what it should be, I mean, you're probably not even sitting on 30 pieces here. I'm going to say 5 out of 10.
I mean, you're really hard on these things.
I can't help it.
7-1.
Because, I mean, no, it's got the good spork, battle spork, utility spork, combat spork.
I'm even going to say, like, I would load the handle up with stuff.
Okay. Like what? The straw? The
Like,
whistle?
You can't.
What are you going to put in there?
I don't know. You can't really do it because it's got to fold into that bag. But I was going to say you could put stuff inside of it. The handle, if you were using it. But
Easy there, Rainbow. You can put some of your Blackbeard in there. Survival straw. Like I said, this thing's kind of cool. Just to have this little fire blower, what have you. Surprisingly long. But again, look at how much you're actually using. I can't give you 80 pieces for those. I can't. Those tweezers are nothing.
Yeah.
The alcohol pads, I might take those just as a fire starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all the rest of this is garbage. So yeah, this is why you don't get. I've seen 300-400 piece sets. $50. And you're gonna what? Put it all in this, and then you're gonna open it up, and it's gonna be 100 safety pins.
Yeah.
More than useless safety pins. I'd say well over 100 things out of that kit were useless. Maybe the tourniquet, if I was gonna keep something out of here. Maybe the gauze and the actual medical band-aids and the tourniquet, but
The tape, the medical tape.
yeah, exactly. Lose everything else. Yeah. All right. 5 out of 10.
7-1.
Do not recommend. You got to beat that 5 threshold. I don't think we're there yet.
7-1.
All right.